Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here. Now, I wasn't exactly planning on doing another video today, but one of the cast of EastEnders has just shared a 7-minute video of Kate Oates, the new senior executive producer over at EastEnders. Kate Oates has run Emmerdale and Coronation Street semi-successfully, but for me, I've got a lot of time for her. She's a genius. She really is. She's brilliant. She knows about soaps. Now, what's interesting here is the title, Senior Executive Producer, which means she will have another executive producer or series producer below her. That person has been working on Casualty, so he's from very good stock. Basically, he will be running the show day to day, but she will be kind of holding the strings, and it's going to be her show, but it's also going to be his show on a day-to-day basis. I hope you kind of understand that, because she's going to be running all the continuing dramas like Holby, Casualty, and Doctors too. Well, I'm not sure about Doctors, but definitely Holby and Casualty. So I'm going to show you, well, basically, hopefully you can hear what she's got to say. Shall we go?
Hi there, I'm Kate Oates. I am Senior Executive Producer here at BBC Studios, and I'm currently looking after EastEnders, and I'm here to answer a few of your Twitter questions about what we're going to be doing on the show in 2019, so let's get started. So Olivia Bossman has asked, was I a fan of EastEnders before I took over as Senior Executive Producer, and if so, what were my favourite era and characters on the show? So yeah, I've been a fan of EastEnders for a really long time. I think when you work in soaps like I have, you kind of are across what the other shows are doing anyway. So I've always kind of been aware of what the show's been up to. I think your favourite era of a show is often when you began watching it. So the big story that I first got into was Bianca, Carol and Dan and that big love triangle. And I remember being really hooked on that and finding it really juicy. And then later I remember being really struck by the Whitney grooming story as well, which I thought was played brilliantly and was really, really brave. So I would say that they were my first kind of eras of really being engaged with the show and making it sort of must-see television. So EastEnders Wolford asks, welcome to the EastEnders family, Kate Oates. That's very nice, thank you very much. What have you got planned for the first year of your time at EastEnders? I've got so much planned. 2019 is going to be a really, really big year. We've got some fantastic long-term arcs for you guys, and they're going to be characters all over the square. We're really making great use of the cast, so the storylines will feel really rich and really diverse. But if I'm going to pick some specifics for you, we've got a really long-running saga with the Mitchell family. It all comes from the Shianu story, but it's really exciting because everybody involved in that story, all the characters all have really strong agency in it. There's loads of twists and turns, so that should be really exciting. I've got a big story coming up for Jean. She's going to have a challenge coming her way where we look at her mental health through the lens of her physical health. So I'm excited about that one too.
Right, there's lots more to come from that, but I wanted to stop it there so you can understand what they're trying to do here. Now, this has never happened before. They have never had a showrunner come on and do this. They know they're in trouble, and they really are. This is the top producer in soap. Her record on Coronation Street and Emmerdale is second to none. So you got the Shiani storyline, right? Which is basically, it's the Sharon and Keanu affair, isn't it, right? So what she's trying to do, without her saying it, is trying to make the best of a bad situation. She wants to focus on the Mitchells because they need to bring old school EastEnders fans back because this is what the show's lacking. They need to build the numbers up. So they're focusing on you and me. She will be focusing on you and me. She pinpointed some interesting storylines. The Whitney grooming storyline. But also she talked about Carol and Dan and the Bianca love triangle as well. So what she's trying to say is, older viewers, diehard fans, come back. This is a very carefully calculated PR exercise, but it's very clever, and I do approve. So should we carry on?
We've got some great returnees planned. You may know that Lola's coming back, so I'm really looking forward to seeing her in the square. We've got a couple more secret returnees coming as well, which I won't tell you too much about now.
Yes, Lola's coming back. Now, aka Danielle Harold. Now, Danielle Harold was fired by Dominic Treadwell Collins. This is very important because she wasn't very happy about this, Dan, and she was very public about it on Twitter. And I remember talking to her about it and giving her my support. So I liked Lola. Lola was kind of a replacement, a low-level replacement for Stacey when Lace Turner left the show. So I'm happy with this return. I'm excited about it. Let's see what she's got to say. I'm going to be very interested if she says anything about the Carters. We carry on.
But I will tell you that there's one coming back in spring that I'm really super excited about. It's going to be for a fairly short stint, but I think it's going to have a really huge impact. So they're part of my big plans for 2019. So Thomas Bird asks, what are my plans to bring a more diverse blend of characters, more representative of multicultural London? I think that's a really important question and one that we're really, really into tackling. I've got a new exec producer coming to join me soon, whose name is Johnson, and he's really into all this kind of stuff as well. We're really into championing.
Right, this is really interesting, actually. Not the diverse stuff. I forgot something else about the previous thing she said. She talked about dealing with Jean's mental health. I don't know if they're going to continue with the Ian and Jean thing. I wanted to do a video about that because I think it's ridiculous. Jean is a fabulous character, played so well. But Ian and Jean together, could it work? Well, at first I thought it was ridiculous, but thinking about it now, maybe it could. That will be interesting. This diverse casting, a diverse cast, diverse characters in EastEnders that has the history, right? The history of diversity. That should be there automatic. We shouldn't be even discussing this. It should just be boom. Right. Now, so some very interesting things. She's also talking about a big returnee that she won't talk about. She also is about to mention the guy from Casualty. As I say, this will be a two-pronged thing, but because she's concentrating on all continuing dramas, he will be her eyes and ears. He will be there all the time. And make no mistake, he is as talented as she is. So this is, look, her and this guy from Casualty coming on is a response to me, is a response to you, because they know that EastEnders has been struggling for over a decade. And we've been hurt about it because we care about this show. We care about Tony and Julia's legacy. So this is important. So far, I'm happy. We continue.
Diversity. So we've got two new characters in the Ahmed family. We've got Habiba and Ikra. So they have just joined us. They're filming with us now, and they're going to make a big impact. Mitch is back, and he will be bringing back Chantel, who is his elder daughter with Karen, and also maybe another family member too, so look out for her. I'm also really interested in bringing some more LGBTQ characters in, and maybe we'll have a new precinct for them as well. We're looking at opening a gay bar on the square, which will be a super cool precinct.
Right, I want to talk about this gay bar, right? Look, nothing wrong with it whatsoever. I just think you need to take care of the problems of the character development and the show first before you start throwing things like that. But this is a BBC initiative. This is probably not her initiative. But at the end of the day, that's fine. That's cool. There's gay bars all over, all over the world. It shouldn't even be a big deal. People shouldn't even be talking about this. But it's the kind of thing that they want to show how woke they are. But that kind of thing doesn't interest me. What I want to know is what they're going to do with the show and the characters, which she said already. So let's continue.
Where gay and straight characters can all just hang out and loads of stories can cross, and it should just be something really exciting, really fun, really visual, and feel really true to multicultural London, as your question asks. So hopefully that'll be something exciting for the next year. Lexi Lisa fan asks, what are the plans going forward for Shianu? So as I said, we're going to make that a really, really big story next year. What I really like about it is that I think Phil is going to find himself in a place where he's kind of pretty complacent about life, that things sort of seem to be falling into place. He's in a really good place with Sharon, so he thinks. And actually he becomes increasingly close to Keanu. Keanu is, at his heart, a really good guy. He's a hard worker. He's got a good moral compass.
Oh, she's clever. This is what we've been missing for over a decade. She is bloody clever. This woman is actually one of my idols. She's so clever what she does, right? Because, as you can hear, she's going to make Phil and Keanu friends. This is very important and very vital, of course. So when the shit blows up, as I said to you, what she's doing, she and I know this is a shit. Putting Keanu and Sharon together is balls, right? Is total balls. And all she's trying to do is climax it in an exciting and dramatic way. As I say, she is so clever.
Which you wouldn't necessarily think Phil might find attractive in a person, but there you go. But he starts to become really, really close to him. So as the storyline gets more complicated and messier, I think what's interesting is realising how far Phil is building up this affection for his family and the guy who works for him, and then just realising how much further he will have to fall when he finds out the truth. So Abby has asked, can I give a clue to a big storyline idea I have for 2019? Well, obviously it's not just me, it's the team. I've got a great team here. I've only just sort of started working with them, but the ideas are fantastic and they're coming through thick and fast, so that's brilliant. I've already talked about a few of the ideas that we're going to be running with. Another one to talk about, I suppose, is the Ruby story, which is a storyline that was running when I got here, about consent, which is obviously a really interesting and really hot topic at the moment. We're going to be colliding that with another story a little bit further down into sort of springtime, and I think that what we'll be doing with that Ruby story is first of all looking at the truth of her journey as how she deals with what's happened to her. Another thing I'm interested in with this story is that we're not forgetting that Ruby is Johnny Allen's daughter. That will offer a different kind of drama with the storyline, so I'm looking forward to exploring that and her character.
Yes. Now, again, because listen, I speak the same language as these people. I get this is double talk, right? She's going to deal with the Ruby story again, like the Shiano story. She knows it's a barrel load of shit that's been mishandled. She will fix it, take advantage of the situation to make it something really exciting. So she's just said she wants everyone to remember this is Johnny Allen's daughter. Very interesting. Again, taking advantage of a shitly developed situation. She is brilliant.
Within it. So Felix Wood has asked, are there any new relationships on the way? There are, and what I'm really excited about is that they're not necessarily the groupings that you might think. We've mixed up the character groups a little bit to give you some really refreshing combinations, which I think is really healthy because it lets you explore different aspects of characters' personalities. I think they're all really rooted in truth. I really believe the new dynamics that we're setting up, but I think it will just, refresh the square a little bit, and I think that that's a good thing. Kathy Lars has said the casting's looking promising. I'm glad you think so. But the cast is already female heavy. Are there any male signings anytime soon? There will be. We'll be making some announcements on that quite soon. And it's still early days. I've been here since September, and my storylines will really sort of start coming to screen late February. But yes, there will be some new signings, and hopefully there'll be fun things to look out for. Tomery Gardenmus, which is a fabulous name that I probably said wrong, I'm so sorry, has asked if I could sum up my vision and goal for EastEnders in 2019, what would I say about what fans can expect? I really feel when you're lucky enough to work on a show like this, that ultimately the best thing you can do is make television that you really believe in and that you feel is really engaging and that you would rush home and watch, because if you would rush home and watch it, then how can you expect anybody else to? So we're telling stories that I feel are really engaging, really relevant. It's so much fun to play with this whole new set, this whole new precinct, this whole new box of characters for me. I'm having a whale of a time, which is really great. But I've kind of said before, and I'd say again, that old tagline about EastEnders that everyone's talking about it, that's really what I want to achieve. I want everyone to be coming, into...
Yes. This is why she's here. I mean, why this woman hasn't been brought on years ago, I don't know. But this is how backwards the BBC are. Credit to them for bringing her on now. This woman talks a good game, but she means what she says. And she will not be intimidated by you or me. This is what I like. She will not suddenly have jokey storylines just because everyone goes, oh, EastEnders is too depressing. That tagline, EastEnders is too depressing, is what destroyed EastEnders at the beginning. EastEnders, at its heart, was always at its best a compelling drama. And this is what this lady's going to bring back. Everybody's talking about it. This is what she wants. She's saying the right things. And if she's saying the right things, she's going to do the right things.
After an episode of EastEnders has gone out, really kind of picking it apart, arguing about whether the characters are doing the right thing or not, but ultimately just really, really enjoying the drama. So that's my goal. I've got a great team here with me. I'm having a really good time, and I just really hope you guys enjoy what we bring forward for you.
Well. I really wanted to bring that to you as soon as I saw it on Twitter, because we need to discuss these things. I'm bowled away. But what's the key element here? What didn't she discuss? What family didn't she discuss? She didn't discuss the Carters. Well. Now, she has said in the past that she's got plans for them, and blah, blah, blah. That's all blarney. Her first mission will be what to do with Danny Dyer. Now, I don't know how long his contract runs to, but it is very, very interesting. Watch this space. Watch her space. She will either want to get Danny Dyer out the show. I think he's already signed some kind of exclusive contract with the BBC. So expect this to be part of a deal to get him out of EastEnders, whatever she says publicly. But her not talking about the Carters is a very pivotal situation. And you can take that as Dyer going eventually. And obviously, Kelly Bright's great quality. I would imagine Kelly Bright would remain on the show because there's no reason to get rid of her. She's not the problem. The weak link is Danny Dyer. And this lady will get rid of him smoothly and as effective and as soon as possible. EastEnders fans, I'm just one of you. I love what Tony and Julia created. And what's been done to this show in the past decade is despicable. But finally, we've got someone who's going to run this show properly, who's going to excite us, who's going to compel us, who's going to represent men and women. You will see male storylines, as many male storylines as female storylines, basically. It's going to be very equal. But as she says, it's going to be something you want to talk about, that you'll have to watch after you get home from work. Wow, about time. The ladies arrived. Can't wait till February when her storylines kick off. The way she presents herself, the way she speaks, is the way an EastEnders showrunner should always present themselves and always speak. Thank you very much. Please leave your comments down below and let me know, of course, what you think.